Hi friends, this is Satya from Satya Tiruna's Creativity. How are you all? I'm fine. In the previous session, I gave you an introduction about bottom-up parser. Now I'm going to teach you about a LR parser. Also, I'm going to tell you how to create a canonical collection of LR of 0 items and how to create a data flow diagram and also how to construct a LR of 1 parsing table. If anyone who is watching this video and still didn't subscribe to my channel, please do go and smash down the subscribe button and don't forget to click on the bell icon for more updates. In the case of parser, it is mainly divided into a top-down and bottom-up parser. The top-down parser, we have seen recursive descent parser and LL of 1 parser. In the bottom-up parser, we have two types, LR parser and operator precedence parser. The operator precedence parser that we will see in the future videos. Here we are going to see about LR parser, that is divided into LR of 0, SLR of 1, LR of 1 and CLR of 1. Here LR means left to right scan of the input. While doing the parsing table, we are going to scan the input from left to right. SLR means simple LR. LALR means look ahead LR. CLR means canonical LR. Various steps involved in LR parser are, first thing is we have to add augment protection in the given grammar. That I will teach you later. Then we have to create a canonical collection of LR of 0 items. Next step is a drawing of data flow diagram. And then the final step is a construction of parsing table. As we have seen in the LL1 of parsing table, here also we are going to have an input buffer, a stack, a parser and the parsing table. Here the input buffer is going to have a input and the stack is for doing various operations like shift, reduce, accept and error. The parsing algorithm is same for all the parsers, only the difference is the parsing table, that is how we are constructing the parsing table, that is only going to be vary here. Let me tell you how does LR parser works using LR parsing. As I said before, we have to add augment protection in the given grammar. This is the example here that I have taken here, and it is rewritten as s tends to s. That is, we are introducing a new variable for writing the augment grammar, that is s tends to s here. As you can see, I have shown it in a different color. Why we are adding augment grammar in this is that it helps to identify the parser to when to stop the parsing and announces the acceptance of the input. After adding the augment protection, we have to find out the canonical collection of LR of 0 items. Let me take the same example here. An LR of 0 item is a protection with a dot at some position on the right side of the protection. LR of 0 items is useful to indicate that how much of input has been scanned up to the given point in the process of parsing. That is, here using this we are going to reduce the input. So I have inserted a dot symbol here at the first position of every protection. Like in the LL of 1 parser, here also we are having two functions, a goto and closure. Let us see how the input is going to be reduced in different states. That is, first we take I0 state. I0 state is nothing but closure of S dash, that is a closure function here. In the I naught state, we have to add all the productions starting with S because a dot is followed by the non-terminal here. Then we have to add all the productions starting with A also because here also dot is followed by the non-terminal. So the I naught state becomes like this. For each state, dot symbol is going to move to the next position. If the dot is in the last position of the production, that is dot is not following any non-terminals or terminal symbol, we have to close the state and then we have to reduce the production till we get the starting symbol because here we are using the bottom up passing. In I naught, that is in I1, we should move the dot symbol to the next position. Here I1 is nothing but go to of I naught comma S. We are going to make the transition on S here. The transition is in the sense that it is we are moving the dot symbol to the next position. So we get I1 is equal to S tends to S dot here. Here the production is reduced. So we close the state because dot is at the end of the production. In the next state is that is I2. In I2 we make a transition on A in I naught. So I shift the dot symbol to the right side of the production. That is A production. I keep the remaining productions as it is. That is going to be iterated in the following steps. Because each and every state we should make one transition at a time. Look at the states that is in I3 like I1 in I2 we are doing the same for I3 and I4 also. In I3 we are making the transition in A, that is the small a non-terminal symbol. We get A tends to A dot A. In I4 we are moving the one step right side of the production. The dot symbol is moved to the right side of the production. Look at the state I2. It is not finished because here we are not having the dot symbol at the end of the production. So we have to iterate it further. So that we are doing the next state, that is I5 here. We are making the transition on A in I2. So we get in I5 S tends to A dot. Like I2, I3 is also not finished. I am iterating I3 furthermore. I have closed the I6. So I have closed all the productions here. This is how we have to iterate the state till we get the starting symbol. Now in the LR parsing, we have added the augment production, the given grammar, and also created the canonical collection of LR of 0 items. The next step in the LR parsing is drawing of DFA, that is data flow diagram. This is nothing but the pictorial representation of LR of 0 items. Here in the state I naught, these are all the production for the state I naught, and we are making the transition on S in I naught, we get I1, and we are making a transition on A in I naught, we get I2 state. Also the transition on A, small a, that is non-terminal, in I naught we get I3 state. Again the next symbol, non-terminal symbol small b, the transition on B in I naught we get I4. Here in I2 we have to make the transition again because we are not getting the dot at the end of the production, so we have to iterate it furthermore. We get I5. This is the transition on A in I2, so we get I5. That is next we are also going to make a transition in I3 again because here also the dot is not in the end of the production, so we are going to iterate it further. This is the transition on A In I3 we get I6. So here we are finding the dot symbol at the end of the production. So we have to close this state. Here also we are getting the dot at the end of the state. So we are closing the state. So totally we get 7 state in the data flow diagram from I0 to I7, I6. Like in LL of 1 parser, in the LR of 0 parser also we are doing the 4 operations. They are shift, reduce, accept and error. Shift means moving of symbols from input buffer to the stack. Reduce means if the handle appears on the top of the stack, then it is reduction by using the appropriate production. That is the right hand side of the production rule is popped out of the stack, and the left hand side of the production is pushed onto the stack. Then accept. Accept means if only the start symbol is present in the stack and the input buffer is empty, then the parser action is called accept. That is called accept. When the accept action is obtained, it is means that we have done the successful parser. The final one is error. Error means this is the situation in which the parser can neither perform the shift action nor reduce action and not even a accept action. This is the LR of 0 passing table. Let us see how to make the entries in this table. As I told you, in LR of 0 also we have the operations like shift, reduce and accept. Before doing this, we have to know the things like this. If a state is going to some other state on a terminal, then it corresponds to a shift move. Shift, that is shift move. If a state is going to the some other state on a variable or a non-terminal, then it corresponds to a go to move. Finally, if a state contains the final item in the particular row, then we have to reduce the node completely. So then we have to write or in the corresponding row completely. Here we are having 3 columns, a states, action column and go to column. In the states are going to be entered here. In the action column, the terminal symbols are going to be entered here. In the go to column, the non-terminal symbols or variables are going to be entered here. In the I0 state, S is going to I1. So we write it as 1 here. In the I0 on A, that is capital A non-terminal, going to I2. So we write it as 2. I2 on A, that is I2 on A going to I5. So we write it as 5. And then I3 on A is going to I6. So we are writing it here. Write it as 6. I0, I3, that is I0, I2, I3 on small a are going to I3. So we write it as S3, which means shift 3. So which means shift operation. So I0 on A, I2 on A, I3 on A, we are going to write it as S3 here. And like this for I4 also, I4, I5, I4, I5 and I6 on small b are going to I4. So we write it as S4. That means shift. So I naught corresponding to I naught on B, I2 on B, I3 on B, we write it as S4. Here I4, I5 and I6 all states contains the final items. So that is because they contain the dot in the right side of the production. I4, I5, I6. They are having the dot at the end of the production. So we have to do the reduce operation. For that we need to number the productions like this, 1 2 3 like this. I4 contains the final item which drives A. That is A tends to B dot here, and that production correspond to the production number 3. That is A tends to B corresponds to the production number 3. So we write it as R3 in the entire row. In the I4 row, we are writing the R3 in the entire row. Here I5 contains the final item which drives S. That is S tends to AA dot, and that production correspond to the production number 1. That is AA here. That production correspond to the production number 1. So we write it as a R1 in the entire row. In I5 we are going to write the R1 in the entire row, right? Then I6. I6 contains the final item which drives A tends to AA dot, and that production corresponds to the production number here 2. So we write it as a R2 in the corresponding entire row. That is I6 we are writing the R2 in the entire row. Okay friends, thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.